Petrov clears. And Lennon now has found Thompson. Mulholland skipping away from McFarlane. McFarlane comes back at him. But Sutton spreads it to McNamara. Up towards Bellamy. Oh, held that. Hold on to that so well. Casual from Miller. Miller trying to make amends, but here's Hartley. A driving force for Hearts, and he's found Birchall, a former Celtic youngster. Oh, he's given Bobo Bowler the run around. Hartley, and it comes to Hamill, and it's blocked.
It's a very decent chance. It took a long time to get forward and support there, Joe Hamill. Birchall broke on the left-hand side. Hartley was the only one breaking his neck to get into the box.
Well, he had visions of glory there, Joe Hamill. Nielsen. Hamill. And ran into McNamara.
It's got to go down as a chance. This is the problem with Hearts' backline sitting as deep. It's hard for midfield players to get forward to support. Hartley's his only target here. Takes a little ricochet, and eventually Hamill arrives. It's an awkward tight. Val Harron did well to come out and squeeze.
Nielsen. McFarlane. Thompson seeking out Bellamy, steered away by Presley. That's a push on Bellamy by Nielsen. It's a free kick.
It's a cheap one to give away as well. Bellamy's got nowhere to go there.
It's a daunting prospect for Hearts facing these sort of free kicks, especially with the likes of Hartson and Balder and Sutton and Vargas so good in the air. And Alan Thompson usually reliable with his free kicks as well. McNamara. On by Hartson for Bellamy. Lee Wallace keeping an eye on him, but Sutton makes himself available. Hartson, and Varga was just behind him.
It was all over Stephen Presley there, John Hartson. Bullies the Hearts centre-back. Not a great deal of pace in the ball, it's hung up there. Hartson up early, making sure Presley wasn't getting off the ground. Presley just get a touch on it, nick on it.
Well, the Hearts fans were highly amused a couple of minutes ago, and this is why. Embarrassing when you do it in front of the watching millions. Thompson. McNamara. Kept in by Petrov. That's rolled right across the line, now it's gone out. Hearts in the semi-finals of this famous competition for the first time in 7 years since they won the cup, in fact, in 1998. And they have a free kick now. Stuart Dougal wants a word with Jackie McNamara. Marshall kept his eyes on that all the way.
He's always favourite, always in there long enough for him to come and take very comfortably.
David Marshall played in last year's final here against Dunfermline, but all three keepers have had a share of the action this season for Celtic. Not that Magnus Hedman seems to have much of a future at the club now. Douglas on the bench today after recovering from injury. Nielsen gets his cross all wrong, and how frustrating is that for Hearts?
It's got to be better. No lack of support getting forward as Robbie Nielsen tried to get it across goal. But it was this man who separates the sides. And the one player that Hearts know is going to attack the front post is Chris Sutton. Marking is non-existent. Craig Gordon could be blamed here because he comes and doesn't get there. But I think even if he stays in his line, he's still going to be beaten by that header. He's expecting far better protection.
A storming start for Celtic. Hearts have settled a bit since. Celtic still look dangerous. McNamara. Petrov, shadowed by Wallace. Sutton for Bellamy. Webster lets it drop. He wants his goalkeeper to come. Oh dear. Bellamy still might capitalise. It's back for Hartson. A bit of a let-off for Hearts, really, as Hartson miscues.
Webster and Gordon still going at it, but I think Andy Webster's got to deal with that. Get it behind and then argue about it later.
Presley. Nielsen. McFarlane. Lee Wallace. Birchall back for Wallace. It's a rather ominous sight though when you see Bobo Balde coming towards you.
Oh, he did well. Otherwise Wallace was in behind Jackie McNamara. Good awareness from Balde.
Bellamy's touch. Oh, he's got past Webster. McNamara. And it's stopped by McAllister. Lennon now for Petrov, and here's Sutton. Thompson. Mulharan. Varga, who made his Celtic debut in the Scottish Cup at Inverness Cally Thistle a couple of years ago, and of course Celtic were beaten that day, not for the first time, by Cally Thistle in the Cup. To be fair to Varga, he hasn't put much of a foot wrong since. Sutton. Webster presenting it to Petrov. Celtic playing in their 67th Scottish Cup semi-final today. No wonder they've got the hang of this competition. They've won it a record 32 times. Howard won't get past Hamill. Now Nielsen, who seems to have recovered from that nasty ankle knock. Lee Wallace.
Service to the front, he's got to be better. Not a ball that Lee Miller would thank you for. Not against the height of Balda and Varga. It's really got to be up the sides of the Celtic defenders or in behind.
Webster. That's a handball. And Sutton. Not much doubt about that one. Wallace. Again, that's going to be far too easy for David Marshall. We mentioned Celtic's run to the final. Hearts needed replays to get past Partick and Kilmarnock, and then they overcame Livingston in the quarter-finals. John Robertson once again found himself in the Scottish Cup semi. Kind of getting used to being here, but he's hoping it's third time lucky in 3 years. That's bobbled off Birchall.
You can see the frustration on Mark Birchall's face already. He's had nothing to work with so far. If they get it in front of them, they might get something.
O'Haran aiming it towards Hartson, and Nielsen and Presley soon surrounded him. O'Haran survives Birchall's challenge, offside against Bellamy.
I think he's away a bit early. He's not happy, Craig Bellamy, but he's away a fraction early.
Craig Gordon aims it out towards Lee Miller. It's won by O'Haran. Thompson. Thompson with a high boot. McFarlane.
I'd expect him to go and try and win it, but he's certainly high there.
Well, he missed last year's final, John Hartson, with a back injury. But he could be in this year's final. Andy Webster tries to go back to Craig Gordon. Hearts only ever present this season. Young keeper who's making a name for himself. Varga underneath that. Miller. In comes Thompson. Nielsen's throw. Bobo Barda coming across, corner for Hearts.
See the throw in from Robbie Nielsen. It's great length on that kind of delivery. Really need to get a better quality of ball into the box, so.
Big opportunity from the corner. Hamill takes it. Scrambled away near post by O'Hara. Bellamy.
A wry smile. There's not much of Craig Bellamy, but anything that has been knocked long to him today, he's held it. It's stuck.
Never short of a word or two. Or 3 or 4. Jackie McNamara. Now Stilian Petrov. Varga. Valharan. 10 minutes to go to half-time at Hampden. Not sure where Valharan was heading. I don't think he knew either.
I think he was looking for Alan Thompson on his left-hand side, but Alan Thompson had held his position. Celtic at times, I think, are getting out too easily through Alan Thompson. Perhaps they've got to get a little bit tighter on him.
Thompson is going to get to this. And he's been bundled over by Hartley, free kick.
Well, there's certainly contact, but I think Alan Thompson needs a little encouragement to go down here.
Thompson himself might fancy the hit. Petrov and Bellamy, though, it might favour them. For the right foot of Petrov. Thompson has moved away, and it was a bit of rugby style, that, really, from Stilian Petrov.
I expect better. I'm surprised the Hearts only had 3 in the wall.
Might have sneaked between the rugby sticks, that one. Celtic then on top in this Scottish Cup semi-final. Hearts yet to manage an effort on target. They did beat Celtic in the league last week, but you don't often get the chance, or are given the chance, to record a double over the Old Firm. Hearts have a free kick. Quick word with Petrov. Wallace takes. Foul by Webster. Fairly low tempo at the moment. Hartson will fancy a bit of that. Nielsen actually steered it into his own box, and there's a free kick being given to Hearts.
Well, Celtic at their very best, though, because when the ball's knocked long to Hartson, Sutton's on his way. He runs off Neil McFarlane here, and with a better glance forward by Hartson, Chris Sutton might have been in. Once again, they lost Chris Sutton.
And Thompson just feeling a muscle in his neck, pointing out that fact to the Celtic bench. Petrov kept it in. Tantalising touch from Bellamy. And it's a corner.
Well, he does ride challenges ever so well, Craig Bellamy. There are times where you think he's going to go down, but he manages to stay up. Lee Wallace goes out to try and make the challenge and makes the challenge, but still can't stop Bellamy getting away.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Thompson sends it in, and Sutton once again had darted to the near post. Valharan. Thompson. Bellamy chasing. It's out by Presley. Thompson. Bellamy. Just a throw. Off Nielsen.
I think it's unfortunate. I think it was a handball there.
Thompson takes it. Sutton. Goal kick. John Robertson was on the bench when Hearts won the Cup in 1998, their all-time record goal scorer. Martin O'Neill won the Scottish Cup last year and in 2001. He's coming out to say something. Too easy for David Marshall.
Yeah, again, it's in the air too long, Ian. You know, given the size of Celtic's defenders, anything that is played into the box has to have pace on it to give Hearts a chance of getting a header on it. If it's in there long enough, either Balder, Varga or David Marshall will come and take.
Paul Hartley was quite philosophical when his move to Celtic in January didn't happen. Certainly has been a major influence on this Hearts team this season. Hartson flicking that on, and Webster just managed to get it away. Balder with a power header. Sutton. Petrov. He's kept it in. Blocked by McAllister. But here comes McNamara. And it's McFarlane sliding in. Sutton out by Webster. Birchall. Hartley suddenly had Thompson lunging in. A couple of minutes to go to half-time. Been hard work for Hearts. Well, Hartley was appealing for a free kick there, but he might have just carried on. It's a foul on Chris Sutton by Lee Miller. Varga has broken into the Slovakian national team again since he joined Celtic. Birchall. McFarlane.
Again, it's a ball forward to the front two that once again lets Hearts down. Just haven't managed to get enough decent ball forward to Miller and Burchill.
On by Hartson. Here's Sutton. Shadowed by Jamie McAllister. Petrov takes over. Bellamy. Lennon. Suddenly saw a bit of room. Petrov. Oh, he's turned. And it was Hartley who stopped it. Oh! And Hartson, who was within an inch or two of poking in a second for Celtic.
That's a terrific chance. It's Paul Hartley who ended up wrong side here. Petrov just spins him. Hartley gets very tight, spun completely. And eventually when it comes in, John Hartson can't quite get anything on it. And it would only have taken a nick. There's plenty of pace on it. Goes under his foot.
You could tell from his reaction how close that was as Neil Lennon slid it across. 1 minute of added on time, almost up. Valharan back to Varga. Well, it's half-time at Hampden Park. Celtic may have lost to Hearts last week, but they weren't messing around this week. Chris Sutton returning from injury, scoring after just 2.5 minutes. A disappointing goal from Hearts' point of view, as he was allowed a free header. And Hearts, well, they need to try and get a grip somehow. Celtic in control. Wonderful in the first half, replaced by the Lithuanian Davidas Česnauskis. And that means that there's a bit of a change around, Davey.
Yeah, Jamie McAllister is going to play right back in the absence of Robbie Nielsen now, and Česnauskis is going to play right side, or he's certainly going to start right side. A young man whose performance I think most of us would remember from the 4th round tie at Rugby Park, where he played out of his skin that day. And Hearts really need a bit of cutting edge.
Well, it's a Scottish Cup semi-final. The stakes are high, but the first half did feel like a bit of a training ground kickabout at times. Hearts certain to show some urgency now, though, as they try to keep alive their dream of reaching the final. Already in that final are Dundee United, who came from behind to beat Hearts' Edinburgh rivals Hibs here yesterday. It's bobbled off McAllister, now at right back then, with Česnauskis ahead of him on that side. Sutton. An early involvement for Česnauskis, one of quite a few Lithuanian players who came over for Hearts to have a look at when Vladimir Romanov, Lithuanian himself, took control of the club. Well, Bellamy wanted a free kick.
I think he should have had one as well. Timing is running behind Jamie McAllister. There was certainly contact there. Thompson just sliding it up the outside of McAllister. Bellamy trying to get on his way here. Don't see any reason for him to go down there if there wasn't contact.
Free kick given against Valharan now. Celtic scored at the start of the first half. Can Hearts do the same at the start of the second? Joe Hamill's free kick, not really offering much hope for Hearts. Thompson's header. McFarlane unable to stop it trickling through to Bellamy. Petrov took over, and now Bellamy. He's got the free kick.
Keeps it so well though, Craig Bellamy. Shields it magnificently. Body always between the ball and Lee Wallace here.
This is about the time Hearts conceded in the first half. Thompson not really getting much height on his free kick though. Celtic 1 point behind Rangers in the race for the title in Scotland, but of course they had already disposed of their Glasgow rivals in the Scottish Cup in the third round they met. Hartson with the flick. Bellamy! Oh, it's found a way past Craig Gordon, and Craig Bellamy has made it 2-0. Celtic scored at the start of the first half. They've scored at the start of the second.
That's an awkward height, and he takes it really early, Craig Bellamy. I wouldn't expect Craig Gordon to be beaten at his near post here, but got the shot away very quick. I'm just wondering if it takes a nick off a defender here. Hartson does well to win the first ball, comes off Hartley. We'll have to tell from that angle. You wouldn't expect Craig Gordon to be beaten at his near post otherwise. I think it takes a nick off Andy Webster's heel there. Might have made all the difference.
Craig Bellamy has his 7th goal for Celtic, and they have a 2-0 lead in this semi-final. The same scoreline by which Hearts beat them at Celtic Park last week. Revenge is instant for Celtic. Thompson. Bellamy just lost out to McAllister. Petrov. Celtic scored 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the first half. They have scored 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the second half. What kept them this time? Bellamy. Thompson. Celtic after another. And Craig Gordon has denied them.
It's a very good save. Celtic queuing up at the back post there.
Sutton. Drilled it across, and it's going to be retrieved by Bellamy. Corner.
A horrible one for Craig Gordon. Lovely little dink into the back post from Alan Thompson here. Sutton and Hartson both ready just to finish it off here. Important fingers from Gordon.
Stilian Petrov takes the corner. Hartson flung himself. Was it Varga who had the effort?
I think he's in a fraction earlier that it ended up behind him. Hartson did magnificently get across the front of Stephen Presley. They really have struggled to defend set pieces today, Hearts. Much of that down to the quality of the ball in from Celtic.
Hartson. Sutton. Bellamy. Bellamy, one goal scorer, finds another in Sutton. Thompson, snuffed out by Hartley. Mulharen goes long. Hartson flicked it on. Now Birchall. Lee Miller is offside.
Balder did well there. Balder's looking across, he can see Miller. He knows his last man and just held his position. I think we'll see here. Well, I'll tell you what, let me apologise immediately. He's on.
That was the sort of break that Hearts could have done with. Petrov now for McNamara. Sutton. Thompson pressured by Česnauskis. Sutton. Thompson. We skipped away from Česnauskis. Alan Thompson. And Craig Gordon in his way. That would have been some goal.
He certainly would. Much rather have taken that on his left side right than Alan Thompson.
Hartson now gets a corner off Wallace.
He's always determined to hit it with his left foot here. It's a natural right foot finish here for Alan Thompson. Tries instead to hit it with the outside of his left foot. Hard to get his body round that, hard to open his body. A terrific run nevertheless from Thompson. There's only one team playing right now.
Thompson it is who takes. Varga is the target. Martin O'Neill can sit comfortably now alongside John Robertson. Job almost done. O'Neill still biting a nail or two, such is his nature, but he has a 100% record in Scottish Cup semi-finals. John Robertson there alongside him, and of course his namesake is in charge of Hearts, but they haven't done themselves justice at all today. Wallace, Hamill. Wallace will take the throw. He has been a success story for Hearts. He made his debut in this competition in a fourth round replay at Kilmarnock. Still wary of Bellamy's presence, and he's now chasing Presley. Dennis Winus is going to come on soon for Hearts. Hartley. McAllister. Lee Miller and Birchall. And McNamara cut across.
We've seen that on countless occasions. Terrific defensive awareness from Jackie McNamara. Always offers the centre-backs that kind of protection. One of the rare occasions where Hearts get the right ball forward into Lee Miller.
Amazing to think there was a time when Jackie McNamara couldn't get in the Celtic team or the Scotland team. Key player for both now. Hoisted away by Balder. McFarlane for Česnauskis. Gonna roll out before McAllister can get to it.
This was the second goal. Terrific nick on from John Hartson. Bellamy takes it so early. Takes a slight nick. Doesn't really alter the angle of the shot greatly.
Substitution
I think
for
on reflection,
Hearts.
Craig Gordon
Number 19 leaving the field.
wouldn't expect to have been at his near post.
Joe Hamill's being replaced by Marius Kizis, who is another of the Lithuanians who came over to Hearts thanks to the new owner. He actually played when Hearts won at Celtic last week because Paul Hartley was suspended. Thompson takes it quick. McAllister having to concede the throw. Bellamy lurking. Thompson. Bellamy. He's not giving it up yet, Bellamy, but that's a foul.
Just sums up his attitude, the terrific attitude today. Teams are going to defend from the front, they need this kind of stuff. Hounding Jamie McAllister.
Playing with a smile on his face today, and the Celtic fans have the same. 2-0 up and coasting. Česnauskis. Sutton. Let's come back to him. No, we'll get to that. Came on as a sub for Celtic's Ram Douglas in the San Siro recently. For Scotland against Italy.
It's a better ball forward. It's a ball that Walter was talking about at half-time. You know, get it into the channels, in behind, make the Celtic defenders turn. David Marshall did well to come there.
Away by Bobo Balda. Here's McFarlane. Hartley waiting to receive. Česnauskis. Oh, that's going to go in! What a goal from Česnauskis! And Hearts are right back in this Scottish Cup semi-final.
That's a terrific finish. Gets up the side of Stan Varga. And for once to make the Celtic defence turn here. It's a good run, it's well spotted. What a delightful finish. I don't think there's anything David Marshall can do about that. The height, the weight, the angle, absolutely perfect. Stan Varga thinks he's done his job here. But half a yard's enough for Česnauskis. And it's game on.
60 minutes played, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Here's Hartson though. And he goes down, and Stuart Dougal's not interested. High-quality finish from David Česnauskis. And suddenly, Celtic are coasting no longer. And with half an hour to go, the Hearts fans are on their feet.
This was a big appeal here from Celtic. I think we see John Hart's initially is leaning in. I would be surprised if Stuart Dougal had given that. Left us certainly wrong side. He gets a bit of the ball anyway with a header.
Česnauskis is certainly a talent. We've seen that before. Came from Lokomotiv Moscow in January and scored on his debut in that replay at Kilmarnock. And he's hauled Hearts back into contention. Bellamy. Thompson have got into a decent position, but Stephen Presley can lead this Heart surge. McFarlane. He's lost it. To Thompson. And Sutton now for Hartson. Bellamy. Celtic are in the mood again. Bellamy across for Sutton.
Did well to check his run there, Chris Sutton. At bottom, a bit of space here from Andy Webster. He's picking him up. You see, Sutton just holds his position here, just drops off. On the up as he hit it. He does take up superb position in the box.
Well, it took Hearts a while to turn up in this semi-final, but they've definitely turned up now. Mirren. Petrov. Thompson. Now Hartley. Who's this? Wallace. He's his again. Neil Lennon soon sorted him out. Foul by Hartson. John Robertson hoping to avoid a third successive semi-final defeat here as a manager. He had to last cause not so long ago, but it's anything but now as Wallace sends that in. Marshall claims under pressure from Willie Miller.
He's taken that type of ball very comfortably all afternoon. He's under a bit of pressure from Lee Miller. Anything he has come for, he's largely got this afternoon, David Marshall.
Craig Gordon able to claim that. Huge kick from Marshall. Chesnauskis. Hartley. Oh, Birchall. Bobo Barder with a vital intervention.
Again, that's the right ball, or knock it in behind, make the Celtic defenders turn. Long last Hearts are getting a little bit of joy.
McAllister. Marshall in trouble by that though. Birchall. Wallace now. Hartley. Miller. Shrugging off Valharen, and now McFarlane. That stunning strike from Chesnauskis has certainly changed the outlook for Hearts. Can they force an equaliser? Hartley towards Chesnauskis. Kizis now, his fellow Lithuanian. Sutton cut out by Wallace. What a decent spell this is for Hearts.
Yeah, best spell of the match by a mile. They're playing the game in Celtic's half.
McAllister comes back to him off Lennon. Presley for Webster. Hartley. Just get a second chance, Hartley, to prod it towards McAllister. Well, for the best part of an hour, the Hearts fans had very little to sing about, so they're making up for it now. Wallace. Is this? Hartley. Tom had to be some ball that for Lee Miller. And now Česnauskas. This was just blocked off there by Sutton.
I don't think there was anything doing.
McFarlane. Hartley is going to have a go, and it's Sutton who got his leg in the way. Bellamy. He's away. He's on one here. He's on a raid. Craig Bellamy. Hartson waiting in the middle. And it was Webster who blocked it.
That's just wonderful relief play from Craig Bellamy. Picks the ball up 20 yards inside his own half and ends up in the Hearts byline. Left-handed Webster for dead. Webster eventually was who got the block in. Terrific play from Bellamy.
Petrov and Thompson will once again conspire over the corner. Thompson floated in, Hartson leaning back.
Again, he wins it pretty cleanly though. Andy Webster who's picking him up. I don't think Andy Webster gets off the ground here. Slightly behind John Hartson, no real power in it. The set piece is having a problem all afternoon for John Robertson's side.
Wallace for Birchall. Hartley. He's going to look for Česnauskas. Oh, just went between him and Valharan. Aidan McGeady could be on soon for Celtic. Turned away by Varga. Sutton for Petrov. Bellamy taken out by McFarlane.
Again, Stuart Douglas perfectly placed to call that. So easy to miss time challenges against this fella. He is so quick.
"20 minutes left at Hampden. Thompson floating it in. Varga. And back by Bellamy. Hearts living dangerously, but they survive. Kept in by Miller. McFarlane. Stopped by Valharan. Sutton. Presley coming across. He'll get a hard time from Bellamy. Corner kick.
Again, he puts all the pressure on Bellamy. Hasn't given the Hearts central defenders a moment's rest here this afternoon.
Petrov. Oh, it's going to come out to Bellamy. He might have done better with that.
Yeah, you are expecting to get over that. He has got time. The ball is being pressed. You certainly expect him to get something on target here. Leaning back just a little
Substitution for Celtic, it's playing on the 10th leaving the field, John Hartson.
John Hartson's coming off. And on comes Aidan McGeady, who burst onto the Scottish scene a year ago when he scored on his Celtic debut at Hearts. He turned 19 last Monday. McGeady is on to play a part, which will see Sutton moving up with Bellamy. Andy Webster. It was brought to Hearts by Craig Levine, who should know a good centre-half when he sees one. And he did see him playing for Arbroath. Oh, that's a free kick against Bala.
I'm surprised that was given. That ball's there to be won. Balda did just that.
And Neil Lennon stopped that free kick being taken quickly. He's kept his cards in his pocket today.
I'm surprised if Paul Hartley tries to pick anyone out here. This is in his range.
Here comes Hartley.
Well, he's good enough to take it on. It's a poor effort by his own standards, but I don't blame him for taking it on. It's such good action on the ball, not on that occasion. But they're still well in it, thanks to this young man. And thanks to a terrific reverse ball from McAllister. And the weight of it was such that Cisnauskas didn't have to break his stride. Knew he wasn't going to score with power there. Goes for placement instead. And it was a delightful finish.
He knew where it was going as soon as it left his boot, but there wasn't much David Marshall could do about it. Stephen Presley being summoned now. Sutton was on the receiving end. Thompson in towards Sutton, steered away by Webster. High into the sky from Kizis. McNamara. Sutton trying to put Petrov in, nearly. Valharan. McNamara. Hartley nipping it.
Covered every blade this afternoon, Paul Hartley.
Well, Martin O'Neill tried to sign him in January. Hartley made his Scotland debut against Italy recently. 14 goals for Hearts this season. A few penalties amongst them, but still a healthy tally.
Again, Bellamy does well to put Andy Webster under pressure at the corner. He's chased all the lost causes this afternoon.
Petrov's throw goes out. Sutton was looking for a free kick off Kizis.
Just Sutton at his best here. He checked, he could have played that, Chris Sutton. Certainly been held, but he could have played it.
Hearts waiting to bring on Dennis Wyness, who was going to come on earlier, but then they scored and got back in the game. Hearts look second best for a long time in this game, but there's only the one goal in it now. You never know. They have a free kick. Before the free kick is taken, though, Neil McFarlane is going to come off, and they're going to bring on Dennis Wyness, who has haunted Celtic in the past. He was in the Inverness Cali Thistle team that famously knocked them out of the cup at Celtic Park, and John Barnes is in charge. And 2 seasons ago, Wyness scored the winner, but Cali Thistle did it again up in the Highlands. That was Celtic's last defeat in the Scottish Cup, actually. Wyness make his mark again. Česnauskis. Oh, it's come right across to Webster, and there was an opportunity for Birchall.
That's a good block from Jackie McNamara. Andy Webster could have taken this first time, probably should have. Just holds his position there, Webster. Would have been awkward, but he's every right to hit that first time. Nice to help her onto Birchall, and it wasn't the worst pass, but it did allow Jackie McNamara to get round.
Kizis for the corner, doesn't clear the first hurdle, which was Sutton. McAllister launching it, Presley still up there. Now Česnauskis. There's a bag of tricks and he's got a free kick.
You've got to give John Robertson credit for the substitution. Česnauskis really has just about single-handedly got Hearts back into this with a goal, but any time they get him on the ball now, he does look capable of getting in behind.
McAllister takes, Marshall coming, that's what you want from your keeper.
Good goalkeeping, again just not enough pace in the ball. David Marshall had the time to come and take safely.
McGeady seemed to lose his way then, and Hartley just caught out by Bubble perhaps. Tense times. Just over 10 minutes to go. Scottish Cup semi-finals aren't decided on the day, of course. If it is all square after 90 minutes, we'll go to a replay. Petrov picking up that loose ball, and he slides it through here for Sutton, and Bellamy trying to pounce.
What a terrific challenge from Paul Hartley. Got Jamie McAllister out of jail. It was his square pass that put Hearts in bother in the first place.
McAllister up towards Lee Miller, and he's been fouled by Stan Varga. Another free kick for Hearts. Wyness. McAllister.
A chance for Celtic to put the game beyond Tarts here. A slack one from Jamie McAllister. Stilian Petrov makes the room, could have hit this with his left foot, tries to find Sutton, and it's Paul Hartley who's back there with a magnificent challenge. Gordon does ever so well at full stretch.
Still they have hope in their hearts. Presley. Miller for Birchall. Screwed away by Balder. Lee Miller for Lee Wallace. It's an awkward one for Kizis. Not the sort of ball he wanted. Here's McGeady. Offside.
It was a very early appeal from Stephen Presley. He was confident Craig Bellamy had gone off. Must have been pretty tight though. I think he's on there. I think it's Andy Webster in this near side. What a deal like between them, that's for sure.
By Miller, Wyness into the path of Česnauskis, promising this for Hearts. Nobody on that side, though. Celtic, the Scottish Cup holders, not far away from returning here to Hampden for this year's final. And if they do make it, they will be very hot favourites against Dundee United. Lee Miller. Now that would have been a story.
That's a very decent effort. Didn't have time to think about this. All instinctive as it comes back to him. I'll have that.
Stuart Dougal having an exchange with Martin O'Neill. Nerves are frayed down on that touchline, I'm sure. Petrov. Bellamy caught in the crossfire there between Presley and Webster. It's a free kick.
He wanted one earlier. Certainly no difficult one for Stuart Dougal there.
Thompson will take it. Has been known to have a crack from this kind of range, but he also has Varga and others to aim for. And Stuart Dougal has spotted something. Not for the first time. He has to have a word with Craig Bellamy. I wonder if he ever keeps quiet for longer than 30 seconds in a game. Thompson does go for it this time, but free kicks have been a bit like that today on both sides.
Again, though, he's capable. Thompson has the power, he has the technique. I think it's a much better action on the ball. Still time for Hearts to get back in this.
5 minutes remaining, plus whatever is to be added on. And ball against McGeady. McGeady has rather stupidly kicked the ball away, and he's going to get a yellow card.
It's a cheap booking.
Yellow card then for McGeady. Celtic actually had 4 players today who were a yellow card away from missing the final, but none of them had been booked yet. Namara and Balder and Thompson and Bellamy. Petrov. Bellamy. Sutton now for McNamara. Varga. McGeady. Lost out to Kizis. Lennon for Bellamy. Bellamy with that burst of speed, and Wallace has to intervene. Corner.
That's a good block. Change of pace is frightening to get away from Jamie McAllister there. Standing start as well. Leave Jamie McAllister for dead.
Celtic closing in. A place in the cup final. Petrov now for Thompson. McGeady. Lennon, always available. Always there when you need him. Wallace. Birchall. Birchall going to miss out on another Scottish Cup final, lost with Dundee a couple of years ago when they were beaten by Rangers. 2-1 down against his former club now. He's his turn and was caught by Thompson, who had something to say to him about it.
It's time for Hearts to go long. Get Webster up, get Presley up, play for the second ball here.
And Gordon's going to take the free kick. Varga watching that all the way, and it's actually kept in by Birchall. It would have been a corner. Who's your man of the match, David?
Craig Bellamy. I think he's starting to show us what we expected of him. And not just for his goal today and his, you know, the way that he's held the ball up when it's been played up to him, the way he's gone in behind people, but his attitude has been spot on this afternoon. He's my tennis man of the match.
Balda. Left at Birchall, very grounded. McGeady. Bellamy wants it. Offside. Well, flag up there.
I don't know about that. He's looking right across Craig Bellamy. He reckons he's level with Stephen Presley. Eyes onside.
Not sure if he can hear Bellamy from there, but I think he's got the idea. Chesnauskis drilled across and met by Bobo Balda. Last minute of the 90. And the Hearts fans hoping and praying. They will want a fair bit added on. We're about to find out how much. There's going to be 3 minutes added on, minimum. And Hearts snatch an equaliser.
3 minutes in time to be added on.
Bellamy wanted the advantage played there. He probably would have been on his way again.
I think Celtic will be in a hurry to take it though.
Well, Hearts had their day in Glasgow last week when they beat Celtic at Celtic Park, but they're running out of time in their quest for a dream double over the Giants of Glasgow. Bobo Balda with a miscue. Hearts in a hurry. Kizis. Wallace. It's away by Balda. Bellamy thought he got a little push then from McAllister. Presley back to Craig Gordon. Just look at Bellamy. Webster. Cut out by Lennon. Always calm and composed. Petrov. Wallace makes the challenge. Celtic have the throw, and they're not far away now from a place in the final.
Sensible play from Petrov. No reason for the ball to go into the box now. Take it into the corners.
Corner, and the seconds tick agonisingly away for Hearts.
Again, I'll be surprised if this goes into the box.
The Celtic fans believe they will be returning here next month for the 10th Scottish Cup final. On the corner, and it's going to stay down here, and Celtic are effectively seeing out the added-on minutes. Sutton does centre it, last chance for Hearts if they have time. They've got to get it forward, and Bellamy typically charged that down. It's trickled out, but the 3 minutes that were signalled are almost up. Stuart Dougal has looked at his watch. It's over. Celtic are in the Scottish Cup final for the 52nd time. Martin O'Neill's team beaten by Hearts in the league last week. Revenge is sweet, revenge is instant. They got off to the perfect start when Chris Sutton, back from injury, headed home with less than 3 minutes on the clock. And there were just over 3 minutes on the second half clock when Craig Bellamy fired in a second, took a little deflection. Hearts only really started playing after an hour when Chesnauskis scored a wonderful goal. And although they gave it their best shot, it is going to be a familiar sight in the Scottish Cup final next season. The Old Firm are going to be there, represented by Martin O'Neill and by Celtic. Your final verdict, David?
Well, 2-0 Celtic looked home and dry. I mean, without having to play at the top of their game, it was a very good Celtic performance. And at 2-0 they looked out of sight. Chesnauskis' goal changed things a little bit. Hearts had a real pop for the last half hour or so, but over the piece the better team has won the match.
On Saturday, May the 28th, here at the National Stadium, here at Hampden Park, the 2005 Scottish Cup final will be between Dundee United and Celtic.
Well, plenty more live. David Tanner.
Craig, congratulations, you're the Tennent's man of the match. How much did you have to work to get that result today?
We knew that obviously last week. You know, they turned us over last week. You know, I don't want to make any excuses, but we had a lot of boys in international duty, and to be fair to Hearts, you know, they did deserve the win. So we knew coming into this game, you know, it's not many times Celtic lose 2 games in a row, so we knew we had to put that right. It's a chance to go into a cup final, so you know, a lot was at stake today.
Some of the Hearts players said that they weren't scared of Celtic anymore on the back of last week's win. Did that perhaps motivate some of you lads?
Yeah, of course, but you know, just have a good look at the records, and you know, Celtic and Rangers are the dominant force in Scottish football. There's no two ways about that.
How much fresher and sharper did you feel this week?
Yeah, I think you could tell, but you know, having Chris back as well, you know, he's such a big player for us. You know, having him back, and obviously with the first goal as well, that settles us down. And you know, when we went 2-0 up, I could only see it going 3 or 4, and credit to Hearts. They, I don't know if the lad meant it, but when out of a finish, I'd like to say his name, but I wouldn't be able to pronounce it. But great finish by him, and you know, it was always tough at 2-1.
After that goal by Chesnauskis, it was a long half hour for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But you know, I always feel we can score on the break. You know, it was a lot of stop and start. You know, the referee was giving a lot of easy free kicks away. You know, I don't think it helped both sides, to be honest. It certainly didn't help us. But you know, credit to the players. They dug in, and you know, we got the result.
And it's Dundee United in the final for you. You scored a hat-trick against them just last month.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get another hat-trick. But credit to Dundee as well. You know, they're fighting relegation as well. And you know, when we won 3-2, that was a tough game for us. You know, at Tannadice. So it's going to be a tough final. All finals are tough, but with the players we got, you know, hopefully we have a good run in from now on. Hopefully we have a league title to celebrate a cup final with.
Nice to see you smiling again. Is there any chance that you might be inspired by what you've experienced up here to perhaps stay on beyond the cup final?
I've definitely been inspired, you know, but when you come to a club like Celtic, it's hard not to be inspired. You know, it's such a great club, and I'm just really happy playing football. You know, I'm playing a position I love playing. Playing with players who, you know, who I love being with day in, day out, the manager, the coaching staff, and it's really a happy moment for me at the moment.
Well, we'll see you again on May the 28th. For now, you're the Tennent's man of the match. Well done, Craig.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Craig. He's enjoying his life with Celtic.